Alright, welcome Steel City players from both sides of the ocean. Pittsburgh versus Sheffield in the Steel City Championship matchup. It's awesome. It's going this way, so I'm pretty excited. Let's go to the game board. Both players are starting to finalize, getting set up. And let me get the names actually correct here. It is Rinehart again. He managed to get all the way in this tournament, so very happy for him to get this far. I did top 8 in it. There was a bunch of us, or I did top 16. But there's a bunch of us, so it was awesome to see most of the team actually get in from Pittsburgh into this. So we joined in late by accident. It was a really funny thing I saw in a different server. Someone was just like, "Hey, who wants to join the Steel City tournament?" And I was like, "Wait, hold on, we're Pittsburgh." So get that GUI out of the way. This is a championship game, so it will be a 2-hour matchup. I will get that time fixed now. And yeah, so I'm very excited. We got another swarm, a 6-ship swarm by Rinehart here. There we go. Trying to get that timer set. It is a Seek Swarm with marksmanship and auto blaster cannon on everyone, and then the last one is an Aldra, and you kind of go with an Aldra because an Aldra's ability is the or Latine, sorry, not an Aldra. After you defend or perform an attack, if the attack misses, you gain an evade token. I've seen an Aldra against swarms have 3 evade tokens, and that last shot is always into her is always just. They roll, doesn't matter. Spend all 3 evade tokens, safe. But Kess, now I've seen Kess play in a couple other tournaments before, and he has the coolest looking Phantom you could possibly have for this game. The auto changing one, but it is a Whisper with Juke, passive sensors, Fifth Brother, and stealth device, and then Vader with a sense, fire control system, proton rockets, and afterburners. Now that seems like fully loaded, but I'll tell you what, we've got one thing going for it. It's 171 points. So pretty much guaranteed the bid, and Sense is on there to just confirm Whisper. That is my big guess. So we got this two different lists here. Now, one thing that's true is Stealth Device and Vader. These guys, typically when they pick the engagement against swarms, they're going to be a little more cagey. If there's like 4 shots coming into them, I would bet we see them kind of maybe turn away. The difference here is that actually helps the Seek swarm even more. Because if there's even 1 shot or 2 shot and one of them has bullseye for a guarantee crit, all of a sudden Stealth Device is gone. If the Seeks that are shooting aren't in arc at all into these aces can go down pretty quick depending on the number of crits. Now it might be harder. I don't think we'll see as many marksmanship bullseyes lined up, but very much still possible and should be really interesting. So yeah, I am. I'm really excited for this game. I think this could be a really, really interesting turn of events. But now I am hopefully going to get a co-host, but it's no guarantee. So it might just be me for this entire time. So I'm examining the ship right now. Even Vader's not even on a peg. These are really cool. I think that's the kind of neat thing that you can do. But at the same time, I know this causes issues with TTS, so don't get too excited about getting those things on the board as much as the other ones. You have to know how to have them saved in a proper way so that when TTS updates, you can ignore it, or you can actually refix your list. All right, so like I said, I'm just making sure everything is set up here. And yep, I think we're pretty solidly set there. And I think they're just talking off the list again, kind of reviewing everything. All right, well, you know what? What's everyone on the stream think? What's everyone thinking who's going to win? Maybe I can actually do this right. Oh, hey, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Well, I think, did we see Kess take first player? Yeah, he did. He is first player for the game. All right, so kind of clogging up the middle area. And, yep. Now, these Sikhs, because they're all the same. Even in this matchup, Latine is really the same here. You know, she's less desirable to shoot at, or even if she does shoot, it's, you know, at this point, there's no advantage for her. Her ability is not all that great in this matchup. So again, just think of her as just another Sikh. I mean, maybe you'll see it play out a little bit more, but I don't really expect that. And, you know, the way you can kind of set these up is you can get two good solid formations that are actually separate on the board edge. And yeah, see, we're starting to see this kind of split up. So we might see a 2-2-2 along the board. We might see a 2 or a 3 and a 3, or we might see a 2-1-1-2. So there's a lot of options because again, it's all about how you get these swarms, these kind of swarms who don't need to be in formation. It's all about getting the converging correct. You know, or as you know, we heard Rinehart talk yesterday, it was the fancy joust. And that's pretty much all it is. So just a fancy way to get into position. Okay, so yeah, we're seeing a 2-1-1 board setup. Again, you know, we might see them just kind of come straight up along the board, and that's about it. And Kess is not going to want to typically set up in the corner, because all that does is allows him to get trapped a little bit sooner, and he can't let these guys get trapped. Yes, they're squirrely, but actually starting up in the middle will force Rinehart to pick a way to kind of go. And you know, he is kind of covering the board, but he needs the converging style. The more shots, the better. If he only has 1 or 2 shots in arc, okay, we're gonna without treating the auto blaster stuff right now. In arc. Oh well, hey, step big. Congrats on going top 8. Who did you end up playing at this point? Did you play either of these guys? But yeah, we could see a certain, um, you know, Vader over there it's a little bit of tight, but that afterburners is going to be used to get him either in for a proton rocket shot or get him out of dodge a few times here. All right. Okay, so yeah, I'm trying to set up to see if I can do a pull. I know I can do these kind of things now. There we go. Let's see if I can manage a pull. Create a new pull. Question. Alright, Kess. Timer has not started yet. I'm gonna do a 5-minute poll. All right, cool. So you guys can vote. I think I got that going properly. And now let's get back to the game. And the timer looks like it's going to be starting soon. Both players are set. Good luck to both players. Awesome job by both of them getting this far in this tournament. And it's this is the showdown. Who's the real Pittsburgh? Or who's the real Steel City? This is the first title game. The plan is to hopefully do in the future actually title games for the title of Steel City. So, but this is step 1 in that process. Oh yeah, Step. I lost to him too. That's who. Me and him ended up playing twice. I played him in the last round of Swiss, and then in the next, and then in we got the way the scores went. We ended up playing each other again. He made a couple adjustments. I was flying Separatist Swarm, so there's not many adjustments there. Ooh, I think we're gonna get a co-host here. Drew.
Yep, I'm finally here.
Hey, awesome. Well, we're starting, and thanks for joining in here. So we got the game board is set up. Let me get you so you can see it too. I guess go to this option. There we go. Yeah, so I'm double streaming everyone because I have to let Drew be able to see it live because there's always a delay when you stream to Twitch. So we're
unfortunately,
trying to keep everything on the same page. All right, so I'm just wondering if. Oh yeah, I think we can get Jack. Drew, message Jack, let him know he can join. So Drew, the list that we got here is the 6 Seek Swarm with Auto Blaster marksmanship, and then we got this Vader and this Whisper. Who do you think's gonna
win? That's gonna be interesting because those Seeks, they're gonna. You said they all got marksman?
Marksmanship, Auto Blaster.
Marksman Auto Blasters. I think just by sheer numbers alone, especially with that marksmanship, I think the Seeks should have it. But the fact that you're also looking down the barrel of Whisper Vader, and that's it.
Yeah.
They are chunky, so they could definitely bring heat.
Yeah, I mean it's funny. It's 10 health on that side of the board there. That Kess has, and it's 2 shields, 3 all, both of those ships, and okay, so Ryan just coming in, an Ultra sitting at a fancy angle here. I think that allows him to kind of do another barrel action, trying to prevent Whisper from flanking out it towards the board edge. So. All right, so Vader hit a 2, or Vader did a 1 straight, and
I believe we have Jack.
You do.
Hi, Jack.
We got Jack.
I definitely wanted to watch this game because I lost to Kess here in round the top 8 round. It was a really fun game, though.
Yeah, he's a good player. Like I said, when I was talking earlier, I did see him at other tournaments. I think he even flew a supernatural Luke and Wedge list. It was just 2 T65s. Oh, I'm remembering that now. So that could be rather interesting, Oh, we have one vote. One vote for Rinehart.
That was me.
I'm putting my vote in too. I guess the UK guys don't want to vote for their buddy. Oh, we got Rinehart on the win in the poll, so the Pittsburghers are showing up. The Sheffields aren't.
All right, so Nick, run me through this Vader list. What all does he have? Because you can see that better than I can.
Yeah. So Vader.
I can remember it.
Okay.
Vader with its sense.
Yep.
Advanced sensors, I think. No, he doesn't.
No.
No,
Fire
it's
control system.
passives. Or
Fire control.
I thought he had passives.
Passive is on Whisper. It's fire. It's
Right,
it's
fire
sense,
on Vader.
Fire control system.
Sense fire control.
Proton rocket.
Afterburner.
Yeah, afterburners.
Yep,
also
and then
proton
Whisper has juke, passives, fifth brother, and stealth device.
Right. Now we're seeing this. You're kind of seeing this setup here for Whisper. Whisper doing the cloak to the far left. I would be. Oh, pink went, and he's just grabbing the wrong dot. All right, so 3 of the Sikhs are heading towards Vader, and take that back. 4 are heading towards Vader. 2 are trying to keep Whisper occupied, and we do have a bullseye shot lined up from Analdra. And I didn't. Oh, he passive. So passive sensors is active on Whisper right now. Vader's sitting a little bit back.
Hey Nick, is the timer running?
Not on my screen, but on their screen apparently. So that's annoying. Good catch.
I saw that in the
Is that the chat?
STE Big said mentioned that in the Twitch chat.
Thank you for catching that. I appreciate it. I'll catch it up to the actual timer.
I just wanted to make sure I was on there, and
I'm only off by 10 seconds now, so that's not that big of a deal. So.
In this game, 10 seconds can mean life or death.
True, I'll give you that one. But this is, all right. So first shots here. Let's get back to the game.
yeah.
This
And
is Vader.
3B.
Oh, and ATC. And gotta spend the focus just to take a shield off of Pink.
Pink. Or is he taking it off of blue?
Off of Blue. Okay.
Off
sorry.
of blue.
Yep, off of Blue.
All right, Whisper's gonna focus up on yellow, and I'm guessing that's the same shot.
Ooh, gonna use the target lock from passive sensors. Oh, not what he wants to see.
Nope.
Because now, do you spend the fifth brother in this instance? And he does.
Yep.
He's choosing violence.
I would have expected the same.
And spend it to take nothing, which is huge. They're leaving only 1 of a token. Now, I don't expect any damage to go into Whisper here, but this could be a possibility of no recloaking, or he gets to do that free damage. Now, stealth device, so he's getting 4 dice.
Why is he getting 4? He should only have 3.
He has 4 for.
Yeah.
Wow.
For the other shot.
So he loses his decloak after the first round. Now this is a 4 dice, but marksmanship is active. So just change to a crit, which doesn't really mean anything, but it will be. Wow.
Yes, it does.
Stealth device gone in 2 shots.
Yeah. Oh man.
Latine putting in the damage. That is big.
Yeah.
That is a huge shot.
Wow. He's probably kicking himself for spending the fifth brother there.
Yeah.
All right, range 3 into Vader from blue. Spend up. He had spent that focus, so it's only going to be 1. Oh, there we go. Vader doing Vader things.
Gotta have Vader doing Vader things.
Marksmanship should be active for this shot.
Yeah.
Spend the focus, which that guy does, and it doesn't matter.
Nope.
And purple, I don't believe has a shot, so they're going into the next round. Step big is I flew Vader, so I feel duty bound to root for Kess. No,
Well,
join the real Steel City. Root for Pittsburgh. All right. Now, Kess is not happy because he has the typical strategy right by this point for the ace is I need to leave. I don't like these two ships are annoying, but he has to re-engage them because if he doesn't shoot them, they're going to be out of his arc, and if they get a crit through, that's another free damage from these Seeks. So this is Vader's in a good spot because Vader can one straight. I but he's also probably going to get pelted by you have purple and green here, so they can come in on the side and get some shots off. And he can't shoot at everyone. He can only shoot at one guy, even with the proton rockets. He might take off blue. He might take off pink. But I guess we're going to see blue do a 3-bank, go as fast as humanly possible, and try to be in Vader's way. Or just be like, here, please shoot at me, and then everyone else gets in Vader's way, or gets to get the good shots off into Vader.
I mean, something tells me Vader is going to be in a world of hurt come this next turn. Green is going to be kind of an odd one because he's right there in the middle of the board. He can move in to intercept Whisper or, pile on with Vader.
Oh, green goes after Vader. You keep as many guns on Vader as you can.
Yep.
Well, you already got 3 on him, so...
Yeah. It's red and yellow that are going after Whisper. They'll just keep Whisper tied up.
Right, and so what we could very well see Whispered go towards the middle of the board here, but it's not going to be fast enough. And like I said, the Seeks can just K-turn, and them shooting with out of arc is a big deal for them. That's what they're looking for. They're actually secretly looking for the K-turn. All right, that's that pink. That should block Vader if he does just the one straight, which is helpful. Yep. Coming in there, blue's the sacrifice. That could actually block a 3 straight if Vader decided to do that. And yep, and green. Okay, so
Green's just kind of there.
Green.
Yep.
Now, if Vader 5 straighted, green's in a great spot.
Yeah. And that's playing Ryan. He always has these things.
Right. He has to
good
barrel.
night, Whisper.
He has to barrel. If he doesn't barrel, but he wants his cloak so bad.
He does.
He's
debating it.
You can see the anguish, and he has to barrel right, which is the worst part. Wow, he's just cloaking up. So that's as long as one, that's another shield. Oh, good call by Kess. Blood bank.
Okay.
Avoids pink shot. I'm gonna get over there.
Yeah, that might.
Yep. So pink won't have a shot. Vader has a nice shot in the blue, which is who he already has a lock on. Granted, he has a proton rocket. Now the question is, does green have Vader? Green does. My guess is green very much does have Vader. All right, so let's see what actions we're expected to get here. I mean, the one bank was a good call, but it's also one of those things where it's like, yeah, there's a lot of shots coming here.
Yeah. Looks like he just focused up.
Yep. So keep going in the blue, take one off the board before it gets a shoot, especially since, it is the injured one. And, yeah, don't spend your proton rockets because you can't anyway, So 4v3 in the blue. Wow. Oh, you might as well spend the lock.
Absolutely.
Yep, spending that lock. and a force for 3.
Force.
2 crits in 1 hit. Blue's like, I'll just take a crit.
Yeah.
All right. And the crit is
It's like a
direct hit.
Yeah.
Direct hit.
So still alive, but not liking his.
Yeah, but it still shoots, and it might.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, Vader's gonna be feeling it. That's all I'm gonna say. He's gonna be feeling something.
Right.
Yep. Green's got him.
3-shot first. Work down the line.
Yep. Work from far away.
Who knew?
One safe. I mean, basically, you don't expect him to get hit there, but you're
No,
just,
but you might.
Yeah.
And that range 1 bullseye.
Well, since blue was in arc, it is 4 dice because of auto blaster, which is fun, and the marksmanship. Just gonna get 1 there.
1 crit.
And takes nothing out of that.
Now this is
Oof.
This is a 3v3 shot. Again, no triggering of the other. Oh wow! So 2 crits, and ooh, gotta spend. You just send your focus. That's the last shot. So 2 shields off Vader. Rinehart rolling pretty well. All right, so who we seeing? I think we're seeing yellow shoot here. Yep.
Yeah.
Range,
Yellow shoot first, and
range 2, with auto blaster, because he wants to get a random crit. It's a crit. It's a crit. So just takes a shield. Doesn't even have to bother rolling for it.
oh, and this is gonna be nasty.
Yep. 4 dice. If he rolls 3 crits here, it's game over. Not 1 more crit. That's a guaranteed crit. So it doesn't matter. Take a crit. Oh, fancy. Look at this fancy damage deck he got.
Fancy decks.
Damage center array. Now he can't even take the evade action. Whisper's out of this fight.
Whisper's dead in the water.
Whisper's just got out of the fight now.
One thing we gotta figure out is how do we get custom cards in the game? We need these custom cards.
Wow.
I mean, all you have to do is get someone in that room to save it.
Yeah, we can just say, well.
Yeah.
All right, Jack.
No, I'm not too worried about that, actually.
Oh, camera going crazy.
Still getting used to that new mouse there, Nick?
That's a crappy mouse. It's my cheap wireless mouse.
If.
Yeah, well, I set up downstairs in my basement with my computer because of the fireworks for my dogs yesterday. So I was sitting here with my dogs in the basement for like 2 hours because it was firework crazy.
Yeah.
That was a good game last night.
It was a good game last night too. Yeah.
I mean, that momentum shift from Ryan to Pedro was just holy crap.
Right.
So what are we thinking here?
Yeah. Well, my guess is we see Whisper decloak to the right if it fits, and then towards us, and then 1 hard.
And 1 hard in. Yeah. That's
then,
what I would expect too, unless he keeps her cloaked and just flies away with her.
Yeah, but you're talking damage sensor rate. It can only focus. She can only focus.
But she doesn't have to decloak.
She doesn't have to decloak too. But she's out. She's not facing these guys, and she needs to face them. And you saw what happened. It's just here, take 2 damage. You know,
yeah.
Just now Vader. My guess is we're seeing Vader do something to try and get as far away as possible.
Thinking a 5 straight afterburner boost.
That's my guess. Because he's sitting in a bad spot too. He didn't kill anyone yet. You know, you got 1 Seek down to 1 Hall left, and
that Seek's not going to be in the engagement.
Right. Well, Seek's just. I don't even think you 4K with that Seek. You just
and do a hard turn.
Yeah, hard turn target lock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that pink that's up behind Vader there?
Pink behind Vader, so that's going to do a blue maneuver to kind of swing back around.
Right. I think they have a 2 bank.
I believe so. I was actually pulling up the tiles.
And 1 bank blue.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Yep.
That covers a huge swath of where Vader can be. And then green will probably do a 1 bank towards where Vader's pointed to try and block off some of those angles. I don't know what is that purple that's in front of Vader.
Purple
Yeah,
staring
purple is
Vader.
dead center.
I don't know what purple's doing. I don't think
Yeah.
there's room for a K turn.
Mm,
Oh, where the heck is that dial? There it is, the M3. They have a 3K, but no, that definitely won't fit. The 5K will fit. Oh, we're seeing movement here.
yep.
So just the 2 straight.
Yep.
No decloaking, so good call there, Jack.
Yeah,
That
that was what I expected after watching him after my game with him.
Oh, okay. Yep, there's that 2 hard from blue. And might as well just target lock. Oh, no, taking the bait. So just playing it safe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I guess it might be stopping a turn in.
Yeah, it looks like he's just trying to clog up that lane a bit.
Where Vader can be.
Yep.
3 bank.
That's not good. That is bullseye. Flips damage sensor array.
Yeah.
So, but that might not be auto blaster range. Okay, there's that 5 straight.
Yep.
Vader's looking like I only got 1 shot into me. The question is that range 2? I want to say it is right now, but it might just be out of range 2. So do you burn the afterburners? He has flipped it, so I guess he's just debating.
Yeah, he's burning it.
Yep.
Yep.
Now, if an M3 could cloak, no.
Don't give them ideas.
I mean, they have an illicit slot, don't they?
No.
No, yeah.
Okay.
But they can take the stealth device, but that's about it.
All right, so we're taking a focus and getting another lock out there on someone. This is a tough decision. I almost think it's not worth doing it now.
I mean, no reason not to, but I think he took it on blue again.
Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Take it on the damaged one.
But he's coming this way though.
He's not going to be facing him, but
yeah,
it might help at one point. It's a token that's not going away, and barrel rolling really doesn't help him there.
Right.
All right. What else is he? Yep, he's
Oh,
barrel
wow,
rolling.
he is barrel rolling.
Yep.
Never mind. Eyes are wrong.
I guess all we're gonna see next turn is Vader do a 2 hard to the right, and kind of come back in and probably barrel roll again. So that
was worth it.
Mm-hmm.
That was the problem I had against Kess, was I couldn't get shots. Like I had a pretty good idea where he was gonna be, but I just couldn't get shots on those.
Another damage right into Kess. Because this is an auto blaster shot from Latine.
Yep.
Hull breach means
Oh.
nothing at this point,
Yeah.
but
Blank card.
the blank crit.
And here goes Whisper.
Now, yeah, this is the yellow.
Although that might be range 3, and that might.
Is range
It
3.
is.
No, it's
Range 3, but still in bullseye.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, Ryan's just getting 2 different red
Yep.
dice.
Spend it. And I thought he had a focus token.
I thought he had one too.
Oh, he has a target lock on him. That's
okay.
Target locked him. Yeah, he did no point spending it. Save it.
Yeah.
Lives.
Woof.
Now, if that was range 2, it would have been another just Whisper would have been off the board.
It's gone.
I'm just flinging TTS fun glitches. All right, so I guess what we're gonna kind of see here is purple turn, not K turn. They'll do it 2 hard to the left. Also, blue probably 2 hards to the left. Green 3Ks and pink will probably 5K or 5 straight. Something to get.
Go ahead.
Yeah, something to just go fast and keep the pressure. Maybe a 3 bank. Something to keep the pressure on Vader. And I think an Aldrich continues her pursuit of Whisper, and yellow kind of does a.
Goes to intercept Vader.
Yeah, doesn't really want to take on Vader itself.
Nah.
No, but I mean, I'd
I think
almost want to say swap. Uh,
Latine.
what was,
Keep saying
yeah,
target
like
priority.
yeah, like just swap your target priority, get those 4 back in the fight as quick as possible, and let
Well,
the yellow and
Well, my guess is,
Latine.
yeah, my guess though is if you do a one bank here, you're kind of putting yourself in this little weird spot, and that kind of protects Latine's flank from
Yeah.
Vader. But then again, if Vader, if we see another 5 straight or 4 straight boost, well, Vader's like, yes, I will shoot you pretty badly.
Yeah.
But
I'm
he
expecting Whisper to either 3 bank and not decloak again.
yeah, not
I'm
with
expecting Whisper to be disengaged and
Yep. I mean, the damage center rate is off Whisper now.
yeah, but I think Whisper's just gonna float around at the edge and
Right.
wait for a shot. Wait for her shot.
Right. Right.
Oh, I was wrong.
Getting the positioning set up so that okay.
Okay.
But you know what? It is the same principle here.
Yeah.
Get far
Yeah.
away. 4 straight from pink, and probably just take a lock here. Why not? Probably not gonna have a great shot. And you know what? I get why you do that 4 straight though. So if Whisper does a 3 bank, she
Yeah.
even still gets to shoot Whisper. Blue, nicely fitting there. That is Vader's lock. Yeah, you just play a little defensive with that one because that's the one that's most likely going to die. I believe we'll see a target lock action here from purple. Or just a barrel.
Or yeah.
I guess that's setting up for swinging
Yeah.
back around. All right, so there's that one bank. Yeah, you focus. You already have a target lock on Whisper. And just kind of focusing here. Yeah, Latine is in a kind of a weird spot, but I think that makes sense because it's not getting too close.
Yeah.
All right,
Bank.
so my guess is
Oh.
pink can still shoot. That might just be, but
Cloak action.
4 straight.
Interesting.
I mean, you have
Yeah.
to boost because if you don't
Yeah,
boost,
that's
here,
auto blaster.
Yeah, from yellow.
If you boost, you're still eating the auto blaster, but it's 1 less dice. And yep, he's boosting.
Actually, oh wow, and Latine will get to shoot Vader.
Yeah.
Now this.
But both, it's auto blaster is less dangerous there.
Yep. No auto crit, but it's still going to be 3 dice from those guys. See, that's that spending a lock. Now Vader's starting to. Oh wow, Vader's. Ooh, I like it.
Vader's going for that rocket shot into Latine.
Yes, and we
maybe.
should see, yep, that's 5. So Procket plus not getting shot at by the other guy. Ooh, we could just see Latine get taken off the board here.
Or not.
Or not.
That's 4 hits.
Yeah, 1 squiggle saves her.
1 squiggle.
So that's a shield.
Shield and 2 crits.
Yep. First.
I mean, it's not great. Not the whole damage check, Ryan.
It's not how it works. It's not how any of this works.
Click and drag.
Oh,
is that a direct?
Structural.
Okay. And we've got stunned.
So lives.
Yep.
And poor Latine, that ability did not miss, so she doesn't get to.
Yeah. I mean, the teen's ability is not going to trigger much in this game, I don't think.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. Just it's great against swarms. It's great against those I have multiple shots on you, and she's like, I evade first. Crud. What was that? Stun pilot and stun pilot. Okay. Structural. But I don't think we're gonna see any other shots this round now.
I mean,
Uh,
the teen shot into Vader.
yeah, I mean, range 1 bullseye, so that's an auto blaster.
4v3.
Oh,
Oh,
Wolf!
oh, 3
Oh.
crits because of marksmanship.
3.
Takes 1 crit. He can't get out of that.
Max
Fuel leak.
damage. That's actually
Huge.
Woo.
One damage, 1 crit now is a dead Vader.
and there's a lot of crits out there. Oh, there is a shot.
Downtown Plinker.
That's a lot of dice v2.
6, 2v6.
Oh, Dice Gods were not happy there.
I mean, they made up for it.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I don't think there's any room for complaining there, considering in fact what happened. Well,
So Vader is at 2 health. Whisper
And
is at
Star.
1.
Yeah, Vader's a little force hungry there. I mean, he's only got the one left, so
yeah, but, I mean, this is a
Yeah.
turn that you can actually K-turn with. You can like 3 Talon roll there.
I don't know about that because the purple's going to be screaming down the board edge there.
Well, I'm expecting the 3 Talon this. Yeah, I don't know now.
Like,
'Cause you,
blue can't get into that, but purple's going to probably do a 4 straight. I think that's as fast as they can go.
5.
5 straight.
yeah, they can 5.
Yeah, they can 5
Um,
it, so he can come in screaming.
5
I
barrel and shoot.
Yeah.
But
I'm
the-
thinking yellow's probably going to do something like a 3 straight, 4 straight into that pocket between the gas clouds. I have no idea what Ryan's going to do with Latine.
Well, Latine running away might not be a good idea because you kind of want to just let Vader shoot at Latine.
Yeah.
I would almost say the 3K if that can squeak it in, get behind
Oh, yeah.
Vader.
Yeah, it
So that
will.
way, no matter what you're doing, or no matter what Vader's doing, you're behind him
Right.
or beside him.
No.
As
wait,
for
Vader, he spent the Vader lock, didn't he? 'Cause he re-rolled
no,
1 die.
Fire
he
control.
fire control system.
fire
Thank you.
control it.
Fire control system. Okay, so he's
Uh,
safe on that end.
Hang
so-
on, Vader's stressed, so
Yeah, he's not Talon rolling.
no,
Because
he can't.
he rolled into a focus.
Yeah,
Oh,
so-
that's how he saved. That's how he saved that last bit of force. Oh
Mhm.
yeah. So we're gonna see what the 2 bank there.
Two bank.
Good catch
So-
on the stress.
Yeah, so a 3 bank or
Oh.
a 3K with,
Latine is pretty safe.
Latine is
Both of
be
them.
huge.
Both of these guys
Yeah.
just 3 Talon roll here because this
Mhm.
yellow already has a lock on. Oh, yellow's lock is on Whisper here. That's
Yeah.
pink's lock on Vader.
I don't think Pink can get a shot on Vader.
No.
I think Pink just does I don't know. Pink does something.
I think pink goes
Yellow.
over the gas cloud. Just go over it. Kind of shut down a lane.
Yeah.
Go.
So-
go
You mean
right-
over the
go
rock there,
Over the
or-
rock. Go over this rock.
yeah.
Sit right here because you're probably, if you're going to see any decloak, it's going to be a 2 forward, or maybe you kind of face this way. All right.
And there it is.
Decloak.
Yep, there's that 2 forwards. So I'd say get him up over that rock and
Well,
get him as close to Whisper as you can.
Right.
No.
Yep.
Huh.
Just playing it. Just
just covering angles.
Yep.
Yep. There's that 3K.
Oh.
Yep.
Interesting. So yellow's now continuing the hot pursuit on Whisper, with that target lock.
Yep.
I'm actually really surprised by that. I didn't expect that. I thought we'd just see another 3K there. Oh, reacquiring target lock. Oh, already had it.
Yeah, already had it.
Focus.
Yeah, give the focus to
Whisper.
Come on, Ryan.
Come on, Ryan. I know it's early.
Okay.
It's not that early.
Purple coming in to shut down the Vader lane.
Yep.
Blue, who was hurt so early on, who's still alive.
I don't know. I might have banked that one towards Whisper.
Yeah. And a 1
Never
hard.
mind.
Wow. I mean, he has to get Whisper in this fight.
Yeah.
That's ballsy, though. Right
that-
with that rock, that's
I mean, Whisper's gotta keep her evade token then,
And
or just
barrels.
barrel.
You
Yeah.
know why you do that? That's one less shot from green.
Yep.
Blue definitely gets it, but it's range 3. And now pink is, or yellow is definitely a range 3 shot.
Yeah.
And
barrel's
Vader
solid.
just 3 straights. It does not, we're just not 2 bank in and not liking
Well,
his
no,
spot.
he saw that purple coming as well.
Yep. So just focusing up, trying to recover force. So 3v4 into green. Ooh, Whisper.
Ooh.
All right, so if this hits, this is a big hit. I mean, in terms of keeping Whisper alive.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
that's just another evade token. What are they checking there? What crit it was? It was Hull. He has Hull Breach. Oh, they paused the time for some reason and spend it to take nothing. Spend it to take nothing. Oh, he shot it.
There we
Oh, he
go.
went into blue. Okay, so you had to spend it for sure.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so Whisper has not been able to push any damage at all this game. Granted, this is only shot number 2 for her. All right,
Range
Latine.
2.
Latine. Into Vader. Auto Blaster. Not a crit. So
Not a crit.
Vader's still going to be alive? Yep, for sure.
Yep.
All right, purple.
Nothing.
Yep.
Stop grabbing your token there, Ryan.
That's always that weird thing. Okay, range 3 from yellow here. Yeah, so that bear roll took Whisper just out of that. Nothing. Oh, he has a lock.
Don't.
He's going to spend that lock that he has
Yeah,
on
spend
him.
the law.
Might as well.
I mean,
Spend the focus and save. He's trying to get him to spend that as much as he can. Again, if you can get Whisper to not be able to cloak, that's 2 hits.
there we go.
That's
1.
what forces him to spend it.
And
Yep.
stay alive.
And no other shots for the round. So another good shooting round by Ryan. I mean, I think he has him just kind of outpositioned at this point.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, and Ryan, clean up your board state. Come on.
He hit undo.
Yep.
There we go.
Ryan, clean up your board state. Come on.
No, he just
Stop
throws
leaving
all-
tokens
He
everywhere.
he only throws the tokens over there. It's just how he is.
When we play in person, I'm gonna just start throwing all my tokens to one side of the board.
That's so worth it. You play against him and you just flip all your dials at once. I mean, at this point, I still think Ryan is in a big lead.
Yeah.
Oh,
know-
huge.
Oh, he's someone yelled at him. Oh no, this is Kess. Kess is like, I can't
Kess
take
is
this.
doing
I
this.
can't take this anymore.
Oh, that's perfect.
That is beautiful.
So, an hour 24 left in the game. Making sure my clock is still lining up for that.
Meanwhile, Kess didn't
That's about
clean up his own tokens.
Yeah.
All right, so what are we thinking here? Probably a 2 bank out an Aldra.
Yeah. You know
Or
what? Yes,
Not an
because
Aldra.
no, Latine. Yeah, Latine. 2 bank because if Vader 3 talons here, and she just has to barrel roll here. That keeps her alive and not get shot at. And then purple 3 bank.
Yeah.
Pink 3 bank.
Yep.
1 hard from green. Yellow 3 bank and blue probably
Does a maneuver.
does something. Because I am not sure what you do with blue there. Do you just want straight with blue?
And focus.
They only have 2 straight.
Okay. So you won bank there then, I guess.
Yeah, you won bank with blue.
So. Yeah, blue has to focus, otherwise blue is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean it saved him, and actually it made it even worse for Whisper because Whisper has used Fifth Brother once all game, and that one time was
And it
on
was
offense,
defensive.
and it didn't do. It led to nothing, which is just even more feels bad. Um, I mean that's honestly with the way Whisper's been going this game. And to Ryan's credit, the way he's gotten his guys in the position to get those kind of good shots into him, Whisper's just been. I feel terrible right now. I have a cold. It's not my dice. It's all my fault.
So it looked like that was a 2 straight.
2 straight.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, 2 straight
Solid.
with Latine. What are you doing there, Ryan?
Take the evade.
Okay, take an
Evade.
evade.
3 bank. Focus up.
Bank. 3 bank.
Focus up.
Just cover those
And
arcs.
so 2 hard here. Barrel
And then
rolling.
roll.
That should block the
Nice.
2 straight.
Oh yeah.
1 hard. Yep. I like it. And you just focus up. And
Oh no, I overlapped a gas cloud.
that's not a roll.
That's
There
not
we
a
go.
roll, Ryan. There you go.
Take your strain.
Take your strain and like it.
He's probably, yeah.
And Kuthonk.
Wow. I didn't expect the 3 bank that way because actually, I think that actually saved him from landing on the rock.
Most unfortunate.
So no 3 talon roll here, but lined up in bullseye, and if Vader wants to shoot, yeah, okay, just gonna change that lock.
Nice lock.
Gonna focus, and probably sit right there. So that's probably 3, range 3 from Leighton. But yeah, so 3v3 here in the purple. Oh, just 1 crit, spending the lock this time, no FCS.
Active.
And he's
That's
he needs to
forfeit.
go damage. Spend it, take nothing. Just,
Ouch.
Ryan didn't even,
yeah, just not making Kess's attacks feel like they're doing anything. All right, Whisper, range 1.
Range 1.
Oof.
Fifth Brother for 1 more, but at this point,
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do it.
I don't know. I think he's gonna hold off. He spent it last time.
Come on.
I think it's only 1 shot into Whisper. I don't think
Yeah.
yellow got her. So I.
Kill him, fight.
Yeah, yellow could
He's
just.
choosing
He's
violence.
doing it. I like it.
He is? All right.
And takes nothing. Gets nothing
Takes-
out of it.
Yeah, natties.
Just
Wait,
2. Just
juke.
2 for. He had
Or
a
he
hit
doesn't
crit.
have the evade.
No. You can't juke him. Swapping dice. All right, range 3, bullseye. So if this hits Vader,
No,
Yes.
I mean, Yeah.
if it hits him, because this will be a crit, it's
Yeah.
dead Vader. So all we need is 2 crits.
Oh,
double crits.
Dead Vader.
Dead Vader.
That's
Absolutely.
dead Vader. Crit, and then a field leak triggers. Vader's off the board.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Just nothing on the rolls going
Whew.
anywhere near for Kess there, but
Yeah.
still, he was.
Oh!
Oh, and he flipped the table!
What?
Oh!
What?
Wow!
that is
Wow.
style, okay?
That's a great
Oh,
way to concede.
Yeah,
God damn. On a roll like that?
that was
Oh
a beautiful.
my God.
Yeah,
Just frustrating on multiple levels there. And I
Yeah,
think we can all
no,
understand those days.
oh yeah.
Woo.
Wow. So, hey, congratulations, Rinehart, for winning for Pittsburgh, showing who's the real Steel City in the Steel City tournament.
Not hosted by us.
Not hosted by us, hosted by fake Steel City as of right now. We can call them that because ours since the Steel City won. But yeah, so wow.
Wow. That was. Whew.
I mean, when Ryan first created this list, it was literally to go against the world's list, Ollie's list, essentially.
Yeah.
And
No, it can melt people with
Yeah.
shots like that. It can melt people.
Yep. Wow, that was awesome.
Oh my
That
god.
was a lot of dice variance in Ryan's favor.
That's an
Even
understatement.
still though, but like
Yeah.
I
But it was also huge positioning.
huge positioning. Getting the bullseyes was big.
Oh, and we got the stats up.
That's what I wanted to see. Yeah, we're gonna pull Ryan in now, so we'll get him in.
Looks like Kess had .375, and Ryan was
I'll pull it back
higher.
up.
It was higher. 4.7 total.
Yeah, red
Yeah.
player is
I mean-
Kess, so red player flipped the table in rage.
Yeah.
So all right, so yeah, they closed the.
Yeah.
Oh, can I still? Oh, good. We can still see all this. So negative 1.25. I mean, yeah, his reds were just not there this game.
Yeah.
And then his greens were just average, but it didn't matter because he didn't. There was a couple times where Ryan's reds were his crit generation was way above average with
Yeah.
11, which are just devastating.
That's yeah.
And his greens were pretty darn good too. You guys are in that one. They're in that chat. So maybe what we do is we jump over to their channel real quick. Or Drew, are you in the channel?
I am not.
Let me invite you over so you can come in. But we're gonna jump in, okay? And we can hear what these guys are talking about. So join me over there, Jack, and I'll get Drew in.
Doing so now.
Fair enough.
Hey
But-
guys.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What a game.
What a game.
Such a good game.
Oh.
What a great final. What was it, like half an hour?
It was unfortunate for Kess for sure.
Yeah, you got to see the anti-ace list, flying aces.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I also got I got the well-timed crits. Like the dice rolls weren't crazy in terms of overall statistics. Mine were clearly better than his.
Right.
But it was more like I got the dice rolls I needed at the right time, and he got he got the dice rolls I needed him to get at the right time.
For the sake of like some slightly more average dice, like Whisper's completely fine, and I've killed two of your guys.
I'm not sure Whisper gets out of there completely fine. I think
From that first turn when if she'd been cloaked on that first turn,
Right.
then suddenly you're not necessarily shooting me the next turn, or if you are, I'm going to have multiple tokens to shoot you back rather than just.
No, I expected to crack the stealth device and maybe do a shield to you when whatever was going on there had been resolved.
What, on that first turn when you had two ships shooting me?
I didn't expect to do it. I didn't expect to do it there. I expected to do it.
Right, yeah, that's what I mean. Doing it that first turn means that the next turn I'm like on the ropes already, and I'm
Right.
And I think it was the fact that you lost your evade token.
Yeah,
More
exactly.
so than you lost the stealth device.
Exactly, yeah, and certainly losing both. But then
Yeah.
Vader like narrowly missed the kill on blue, and then later he turned up and narrowly missed the kill on Leighton. And if Whisper had hung in that first turn and not taken any damage, and Vader had got those two kills with just those rerolls coming off, or if Whisper had got that damage the first turn, got the evade, just one little thing here, it's just like, as you say, like a domino. It just like rolls on. Losing.
So I did the math on the proton rocket shot before we started.
Yeah, I mean it's not like to kill you, but it was close with that roll. If I'd got the reroll, like I think every time I fired one of those in the last like 6 matches, including practice matches, I've got 5 hits, and then the first time I don't get them, it's the one where you end up.
Well, I only rolled one paint.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Focus. So like
Overall, it wasn't like I killed you, but with your roll, I just needed to be slightly more. Yeah.
So the expected damage there is 2.8.
Yeah.
So you got basically what you should expect to get.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting to kill him, but then it was like knowing that I'd only needed one more, and I would have had him. It's like, ugh.
Well, but you needed to you had to take the risk, right? Because if you can suddenly the game is a whole lot more winnable.
Yeah, I don't think I even got his focus off, did I now? Because he just rolled one evade.
I rolled one evade. That was the other thing that hurt you.
Yeah, it was the way we were watching it and the way we were seeing it. It was just like everything Whisper did just felt bad because it was
Yeah.
just like, oh, I'll choose violence, and then you don't get rewarded for it, and then it's like great, and then like you spent that target lock on the first shot and get double eyeballs. That's the worst
Yeah,
thing.
well, to be fair, I spent it on just one. I should probably have spent it on both. To be,
okay.
but
Yeah.
I was at relatively long range, and I was expecting, he's got two dice shots on me, and I've got 3 dice to defend.
Right.
I thought I've got a decent chance of not really taking anything here. At most, I was expecting maybe I lose my evade, but losing that and the stealth device is really, really painful.
Well, hey, I mean, congrats on getting to the final table, anyways.
I just wish it'd been a bit more of an interesting final. I suppose the nature of our lists means either it's going to be a really long game in which I win, or a really short game in which you win.
Yes, I agree. With that.
Yep.
You win a long game, I win a short game.
Yeah.
Just,
If I kill like 2 of them and I'm still above half on both my ships, I pretty much win from there.
Yeah, you win.
So
if you kill 2, if it's 4-2, I'm in deep shit. If it's 4-2 and like one of your guys is almost dead and has some bad crits, then I can still win. And it also depends on the board position, right? If I have good position on you,
it was 1-2 with Whisper. She still managed to get completely killed.
It was.
Yeah. Oh, that was painful. All right. Well, thanks for the great game.
Hey man, listen. Congrats on making the final.
Yeah,
it's an 80 man event. That's nothing to shake.
Heck yeah.
That's no small achievement, actually, really.
Yeah.
And I mean, you definitely wrecked face against me.
Yeah, I did kill you pretty good.
Oh yeah.
All right, cheers, guys. I'm gonna go.
Cheers.
All right,
Cheers.
Thanks again.
See you later.
Bye.
Well, congrats, Ryan. Awesome game.
All right, Ryan.
Hey, those limeys kiss my ass.
Hey, you're still on stream.
That's fine. That's fine.
The true Steel City.
But that was the fun part about it, right? It was like we joined this tournament because they had a Steel City and we had the Steel City, and we were kind of fighting for naming rights. So it was nice that Pittsburgh got the win.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and I mean, when
Oh,
I
yeah.
call them limeys, I'm saying it
I
as
know.
like they would call me a Yankee.
Yeah. But still, it was, and it was, this game should have happened July 4th, not yesterday's game. What did
It should have been, on Traders Day.
Yeah, but that would have been.
Yeah. No, but still, awesome game. I mean, one thing that's true though is the way when we were watching it, we were like, if you line up your bullseyes, like Kess's ships are, I don't like this engagement, I need to disengage, and you're like, great.
You're not shooting me.
You're not shooting me, which means you're not an arc, which means auto blaster, and that happened to Whisper and Vader 3 times.
Yeah, which was definitely high.
Right.
Shouldn't happen quite.
No. I mean, the big thing is though, like, yes, the fact that you did damage on the first round of shooting, that was unbelievable. And lost stealth device, lost the chance to decloak. Okay, that feels very terrible. But at that point, it's almost like just shoot, just go in, just try and do some more damage with Whisper, and he couldn't. The initial ace play is get out of dodge. And that kind of mentality just doesn't work against this list. Not with a auto blaster swarm. No,
you have to play. So what I expected him to do, what I was hoping he would not do, was to charge Vader in and send Whisper in on one target, and just kill it. Like, because if he proton rockets a target with Vader and then gets a follow-up shot with Whisper, I don't see how that target survives.
Right.
Like, I mean, I really don't see how it survives.
Right.
So, but. The risk with doing that is then he has to weather the response from 3 or 4 ships, but they're going to be 2 attack ships, and I'm probably not going to get many auto blasters, and then I can converge. But then at least he's facing me, and honestly, I think facing me is probably better.
Oh yeah, 100% against your list, Ryan.
I don't know if that's the case, but I think the fact that he sent 2 ships. Like, Whisper went after 2. He let Whisper go after 2 ships.
Well, it turned out to be a genius move by you, because we were thinking it was going to be 3v3, 3 versus 1, 3 versus 1, and then you went 4 versus 1 and 2 versus 1, and that turned out to be the best thing you could have done, actually, in the long game.
So consider this, right? So Whisper is worth 84 points. 2 of my, like, Leighton and a Tensari are worth 77 points. So I'm fighting him with fewer points, and I'm keeping Whisper occupied. Right? Like Whisper's now occupied dealing with these 2 Sikhs, and the other 4 can go deal with Vader. Now, if I can take Vader off the table and lose 1, maybe 1.5 Sikhs, or even 2, I then have 4v1 on Whisper, assuming that Whisper doesn't kill more than 1. Then it's 3v1 on Whisper. 3v1 on Whisper, I can still win pretty well, especially if I get position.
Mm-hmm.
So I was okay with him. Like I expected him to disengage with Whisper, like to turn and run. But I also would have, based on my setup, I would have put Vader and Whisper and gone against one of the two pairs of Sikhs on the edge, and just gone there, as fast as I could, charged in there, so that the other Sikhs on the other side of the board can't get there fast enough. Now, if he'd have done that, if he'd have lined them up on the same side, those guys would have just done 1 hard barrel rolls back to let the other guys catch up. But still, Vader can go 5 straight and then 5 straight boost and get his procket shot off. Whisper can go 4 straight cloak, 2 straight, 4 straight decloak, and get there. And there's nothing I can do about it.
Right.
Now, if he does that, hopefully the middle guys are now shooting him from behind, and the other guys are coming in next turn, and then I've got position on him. So even if he does that, like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's like the, you said it yesterday when we were talking. This is basically you're setting up the fancy joust with your swarm. I think that's how you're trying to set it up. You're swarming. You're swarming in, but you're like trying to engage in these angles. Not just weird angles, but also in a way that it's maybe he sees it as being beneficial for him, but in the next couple turns, the real story is no, that was my plan all along, kind of thing.
So yeah, I mean, so the Tempests last night, the Tempest versus the Republic or Resistance, that was a fancy joust, right? I mean, it was like a weird positioning where
that was both players jousting.
We weren't just flying straight at each other. Like there was a little bit of nuance to it, but it's still just a joust. This is like the Sikh play is a little different because you actually, generally when you think of joust, you think of like, okay, I'm going to fly straight at you, I'm going to shoot you, and then I'm going to K-turn and shoot you, right? Like that's kind of how it works. With the Sikhs, like I know some people play these Sikhs like that and they joust them as a swarm, but I don't think that's correct, especially when you have masked auto blaster, because you don't want to get like if you have all of your so if I joust Whisper and Vader and I just fly 6 of them straight at them, I am getting almost no benefit from the auto blaster in the first turn.
Right.
Because I'm in their arc, right? I'm in everybody's arc.
Right.
And then if I K-turn the next turn, he knows exactly where not to be. So then he can like get farther enough away so he's not in range 2, or just kind of turn and get away and then deal with it later. So then you don't really you still don't get a whole lot of advantage from the auto blaster. When you get advantage from the auto blasters, when I can maybe sort of pseudo joust straight on with a pair of them, and then the other guys come in from the sides or maybe even from behind if I can pull it off. Then those guys get benefit of the auto blaster, not just on that turn, but then
Probably
group of 2, if not 2 groups of 2, are getting benefits from the auto blaster for the next few turns because he's got to pick someone. He's got to pick one direction. Does he keep going after straight? Does he go to the left? Does he go like which group does he go after? And whoever he goes after, the other guys are going to have out of arc shots on him.
Mm-hmm.
That's generally how I play this. That's not how we played it in this game because he split, and when you have split deployment, it gets a little bit more interesting. Like the last thing I wanted to do was have Whisper flank me the whole damn game.
Right.
Or Vader flank me the whole damn game. Right. So I needed to make I was willing to say these 2 guys can deal with Whisper. These 4 guys will deal with Vader. He's only taking 1 shot. I've got 3 agility. I'm going to have a focus every turn, so it's going to be real hard for him to 1-shot me. It's still even harder for him to 2-shot me. Right. Like it's doable, but it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
With the proton rocket, it's much easier. Like if he's not shooting his proton rocket, it becomes much harder to, if it's just Vader shooting his normal gun, it's hard for him to 2-shot me. Possible, but not simple. So that's my thought. I don't know.
Well, all right. Well, I think that's gonna be it for me too. Here, it was a fast game. I like that. It was exciting, and that's. I think Kess has officially shown the most proper way to concede a game. on TTS.
Especially after a roll like that.
Yeah.
That triple crit roll. Yeah, nope, that's totally accurate.
But no, I mean, again, props to Kess playing. I think, obviously he played very well. Jack, you had the unfortunate side of facing him in top 8.
Yeah, my list just really doesn't have great answers for Vader,
But
for a well-flown Vader,
yeah,
and he did an excellent
more
job
importantly,
flying
you
Vader.
don't have any. You don't have any answers for a list that outbids you by 10 points when you're already putting in the 180s.
Yeah.
Right. Like you have. He's got. You can't.
No.
I mean, Guri 1-on-1 versus Vader can still actually win that with advanced sensors because you can get to places Vader can't get to. However, when it's Whisper and Vader and they're both moving after you, you're in deep shit.
Yep, but he flew it very well, and he did an excellent job throughout the rest of the game, the rest of the tournament too. So, props to him.
Yeah, I thought it was really neat. He sent me this really cool GIF for them. That I'm putting it up on the stream now. He sent me right before the match. He's like, "Here, use this." I was like, "Oh, cool." Now all I want is we got to get someone to GIFify our Pittsburgh logo too, with the ships.
Oh,
flying.
that nice.
So
All right.
Oh, we could no, that's too old school. The old LucasArts, the ships fly past
oh,
and loop around. The old school X-wing.
yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks for letting me stream this game. Thanks for watching, everyone. And Ryan, congrats again. Way to take it home
Congrats,
for
Ryan.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, man. Go Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Go Steel City.
And thank you for
The actual real original, well, maybe not the original, but the actual real Steel City.
Yeah.
Yep.
But thank you, Sheffield, for hosting. I know, Daniel, if you're listening or watching this and stuff, we have to set up our Steel City versus Steel City Cup. So it's just, a one-day thing and kind of see who takes the cup, the games there. So, all right. That's it. Bye.